Today's topic of the week is how to avoid running backwards in sports and in real life. Success leaves clues, and here they are. Welcome to Prey and Austin's first podcast video episode, and thank you for listening. I hate the rambling of content nowadays and the one-sided truths, and I hope you can appreciate that I will try to speak only whole truths, both sides of the story, and not be a bore, snore, or content. But please call me out or roast me in the comments below, as I want to be better at this whole recording thing. Before we get started, since this is my first of the Success Clues podcast and video series, if you were wondering what the P&A stands for, it's for pandas and my love for them. I chose sports-themed topics because we all love sports, or at least know what they are. The other videos that I have made are great for right before bed, so you can finally go to sleep. But tonight we are talking about running backwards, and how dumb people look, and how to avoid looking dumb yourself in real life. My name is Austin Prey, and welcome to our Balanced podcast and video series. Please like and subscribe to all the past and future blah blah blah. Also, if you didn't know already, LFB for Prey and Austin stands for Love, Fitness, and Business, the balanced formula to success and checking all of those boxes. And I have a lot of free and paid content on my website at prayandaustin.com. Go check it out.
Anything worse than watching Jim Marshall run the wrong way in an NFL game? There's nothing worse than that.
Stops, throws, completes it to Kilmer up at the 30-yard line. Kilmer driving for the first down loop. It's picked up by Jim Marshall, who's running the wrong way. Marshall is running the wrong way, and he's running it into the end zone the wrong way. Thinks he scored a touchdown. He has scored a safety.
Running backwards happens in professional sports, believe it or not, and in real life. The LFB of balance is all you need in life, but can be boring to hear over and over. So I relate to sports so that we all can relate, remember, and be interested in. And who doesn't like football? American football. Everyone in the world knows what sports are, so it's easy to relate. Even if you don't like them, you know about them. Running backwards in specifically football is when you literally see someone with the ball start to run backwards towards the other team's end zone. We all are familiar that the only way to score points and to win is to get into your end zone. This can be true in most all sports to score. So how do people start running backwards in sports and in life, right? If you don't follow us already, I'd highly appreciate, and you'd understand this a little better, on all of our social media streams at handle Prey and Austin. Just check us out. People do end up running backwards. We've been posting people running backwards in sports this entire week, and at times mainly because of confusion, but it does happen, and it's great for content. Think about how obviously stupid the person running backwards looks on the field. This can relate to LFB in real life. As in sports, when you are running backwards, you are getting further away from your goals to win and look stupid. Let's become aware of what this means for us. Running backwards in love is very easy to do without noticing it, and frankly, there is no guide to exactly how you are supposed to love, so it can be confusing and very hard. You might find yourself running backwards because of that. The biggest takeaway that I know is true for running backwards in love is when people only love others and forget about themselves, you aren't fully loving genuinely and passionately when you only love others but not yourself. Trust me, I've done it. And it's miserable when you do it. The first step to succeeding anything fully is by starting out with loving yourself. You can do this by focusing on what makes you happy. For example, for me, it's golf, working out, shooting, hockey, family, etc., and remembering how much you love yourself at those moments. So, you can bring yourself to that happiness when you don't feel it. By succeeding love for yourself, you can fully give your attention towards others, genuinely without faking it. I always say genuinely because a lot of people do fake it. Moral of the story, if you suck at love, don't run backwards and just love others. Focus on yourself, your team, your victories, so you can celebrate your touchdowns with them. Running backwards in fitness is very easy as well to do without noticing because most people lose motivation throughout the week with life. The biggest takeaway for fitness so you don't become a dummy and run backwards is to make sure you know what to do in the gym, have a plan, have good form, avoid crappy foods, and drink water. The main ones. Excess of too much of anything crappy is going to make you feel like a crappy person. The key to always going forward with fitness is to make sure you're always thinking about it and focusing on it every day and have a plan. You will have to find patience for your results inside yourself, but know you just have to continue. Avoid supplements to think there's a cheat code like steroids for the great example. You will be running completely backwards on the inside. Do things with moderation, listen to your gut, know and practice what is right and wrong, and don't overwork yourself. Being a happier person will create a better person throughout your positive thoughts. You will want to make fitness a huge part of your week no matter where you are in life. Just getting into the mindset is key for fitness success. Ultimate win equals getting into the mindset of working out and dieting. Like when you have to go to the bathroom, you just go. That's a touchdown. Examples of running backwards in fitness and things to avoid doing is eating too much ice cream, drinking alcohol excessively, smoking or chewing tobacco, excessive caffeine, bad form, injury, not pushing yourself in the gym, wasting your time, eating fast food, sitting 24/7, not going enough to the gym, or not increasing your heart rate enough throughout your day. Getting off the couch. Moral of the story, if you suck at fitness, don't make it worse and run backwards. Focus on baby steps and changing your mentality or just accepting you have to do it to score more touchdowns. Running backwards in business can really screw up your balance if you hate what you're doing and not doing what you enjoy. If you're working just for comfort, you might not feel balanced until you understand that your job creates a lot of time for you or for hobbies and pays for maybe a security of life. Every celebrity or successful person I have listened to, mainly on Masterclass, they will always mention that they followed their dreams and at least risked it all to see if it worked. For these people, obviously it worked, but have you ever tried your dream? Failing in your dream is success to if you're a badass and have the mindset. The biggest thing in business and running backwards is you are or should be doing or learning business every day. If it does not work directly, it is learning and observing what the next steps are from successful people. When you just wait for opportunities instead of creating them, you're running backwards. When you put yourself into position to be chosen, you will score more touchdowns. The biggest takeaway from the business portion of running backwards is this. If you want a promotion or to create a business opportunity, you are not doing yourself any favor by thinking it will just find you and run backwards. There isn't an obvious football scouting combine for business, so this won't be easy, but it also starts with strides forward. There are trade shows you can attend, events, and business meetings you can go to, but only you can set enough time aside to go to them and actually get something out of them. To do this, you will have to be prepared and plan yourself for these opportunities ahead of time by talking to people who are already doing something similar so you can show up when the time is right and don't sound like a dummy. This is why mentors are so important to find. You can do it virtually with courses or in real life. Typically, you want both. Remember, while you're trying to avoid running backwards yourself, you have to realize you don't want other teammates to run backwards as well. Be a leader and coach everyone to move forward. For example, if you already own your dream business or manage a business you love, you can use this sports analogy to identify team members who are running backwards. Bench them so you have time to coach them, or just kick them off the team before they become cancerous to the rest of the team. Using the analogy of running backwards can be a good metaphor of what to avoid daily. While scoring touchdowns in love, fitness, and in business, we all need to understand what running backwards looks like in our own lives. Don't ever waste your time and ultimately not feel balanced or happy at the end of the day by losing yards or running backwards. Confront the truth immediately so you can turn around quicker. This takes humbleness. Don't distract yourself, or even worse, trick yourself to believing you aren't running backwards, or else you will just end up in the stands and become a fanboy or girl. To be successful, you will want to be face to face with fear and look into the eyes of the linebackers, the safeties, and the defensive linemen. When you start adapting to change, you will start to break tackles, you will start gaining momentum forward, spinning, stiff arming, and scoring more touchdowns. Losing yards or even consistently living at the line of scrimmage is a life of zero purpose. Stop running backwards so that we can start scoring touchdowns. Thank you for listening, and please email me your plan at prayingaustin@gmail.com or with any questions on how to start playing.